Hello students, welcome to AIMS India online classes. This is a chemist session. Here we are discussing about the chapter coal and petroleum. In this session, we are going to say about petroleum. The petrol and diesel which are used in vehicles today are obtained from a mineral called petroleum. Yes, the fuels which we are using nowadays like petroleum, diesel, kerosene, almost these all are derived from one mineral called petroleum. Petroleum has been known almost since prehistoric times. Not now, even from the prehistoric times, this petrol is known and it is being used. More than 4,000 years ago, asphalt. Asphalt is one of the products of petroleum. It was used in the construction of walls and towers of Babylon. Means even nearly 4,000 years ago itself, they came to know what is petroleum and they have used some products of this petroleum in constructions and this all. So there are also records from ancient China about shallow wells being dug to get petroleum. Yes, there are some records from the ancient China, as there are some shallow wells which were used for digging this petroleum out. So from this all we can say, as this petroleum has been known almost from the prehistoric times onwards. Okay, it is being used. But what did our ancients do with this petroleum? What our ancestors done this petroleum? What they have done with this petroleum? Mostly, they mainly used for making their wooden boats waterproof. Yes, some of the products of this petroleum are thick, like asphalt. It can stick easily. That is why it was used to cover the wooden boats to make them waterproof. As a fuel for lamps, and in some traditional remedies also they have used this petroleum and their products. We realized the importance of petroleum only after science and technology progressed. Yes, in the earlier days, just they have used this for waterproofing boards and for lightning lamps and for some traditional remedies. They have used this petrol. But nowadays, how we are using this petrol, petrol and petroleum? In many ways, it is used. It has industrial and vehicle usage. So this importance of petroleum, we came to know, we realized only after the science and technology progressed to give us petrochemicals and petrol to run engines. So when this science and technology progressed, we came to know how to extract the components of petroleum. Actually, petroleum is a crude product. Crude product is in sense it contains many components in it. So it is a mixture of so many components like petrol, diesel, kerosene, naphthalene, asphalt. These all are the components present in the petroleum. So after science and technology developed, what we are doing, we are able to separate these all components, and we are using these components in different purposes. Okay, petroleum or crude oil is a naturally occurring oily bituminous liquid composed of various organic chemicals. Yes, as we told, this petroleum is not a single compound. It is a crude oil. Naturally, it is existing as oily bituminous liquid which is composed of so many organic compounds. It is found in large quantities below the surface of the earth and is used as fuel and as a raw material in the chemical industry. Yes, petroleum is used as a raw material in many chemical industries. Not only there, it is mostly used in the form of fuel for running vehicles and motors. Petroleum and its derivatives are also used in the manufacturing of so many compounds, so many substances like medicines and fertilizers, foodstuffs, plastics, building materials, paints, and cloths. And to generate electricity also, they use this petroleum and its compounds. So many uses of this the petroleum. From where we are getting this petroleum? we are getting this petroleum from the under the layers of the earth. Okay, under the surfaces of the earth, this petroleum is existing. So this petroleum is a mixture of so many organic compounds. Mostly we say carbon compounds. It is this petroleum is having in vehicles and as well as in industries also many usages. Not only in the vehicles and industries, it is used in many tool manufacturings as a raw product, raw material. Okay. Now, what is the composition of this petroleum? Crude petroleum is composed of many organic compounds called hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons means the compounds which are containing majorly carbons and hydrogens in them are called hydrocarbons. So this petroleum is a composite of many organic compounds called hydrocarbons. These organic compounds contain mainly carbon and hydrogen. Along with these two elements, some other elements also they exist like nitrogen, oxygen, and sulfur, and traces amounts of metals such as iron, nickel, copper, and vanadium. So we say this crude oil or petroleum is a mixture of so many components, majorly hydrocarbons. Along with the hydrocarbon, there are some impurities like other elements. Okay. The exact molecular composition varies widely from formation to formation. Yes, from place to place and the formation to formation, the composition of petroleum varies. The molecular composition, different kinds of molecules will be existing in the petroleum. We cannot say exactly these are the compounds present in the petroleum. Sometimes based upon the place where it is existing, from where it is extracted, the composition might be varied, but mostly it is composed of certain hydrocarbons, organic compounds. Okay. Characteristics of this petroleum. The chemical composition of this petroleum is principally hydrocarbons, although a few sulfur containing and oxygen containing compounds are usually present in them. Petroleum contains gaseous, liquid, and solid elements in it. Yes, as we told, this petroleum is a substance which is containing so many hydrocarbons in it. Along with the hydrocarbons, some other elements also exist in it, like sulfur, nitrogen, oxygen. These also exist in it. So the components of this petroleum are existing in the three states. It is a mixture of so many compounds existing in the three states. There are some gaseous components, liquid components, even there are solid components also in it. The consistency of petroleum varies from liquid as thin as gasoline, very thin liquid gasoline, and also there exist some liquids which are so thick that it will be barely pour. Very thick liquids also like asphalt they exist. So different kinds of components are present in it. Small quantities of gaseous compounds are usually dissolved in the liquid. The petroleum deposit is associated with a deposit of natural gas also. Yes, the deposits where this petroleum is extracted, along with the petroleum, crude oil, some gaseous components also will be extracted, like natural gas. Formation of petroleum. How this petroleum is being formed? Petroleum was formed by the decomposition of the remains of tiny plants and animals buried sea under the sea million years ago. It is believed that millions of years ago, the tiny plants and animals which lived in sea died. Their dead bodies sank into the bottom of the sea and were soon covered with mud and sand. What happens when these dead sea animals and plants they die? They reach the bottom of the sea. There, they will be buried with mud and sand. They will be covered with mud and sand. Due to high pressure, heat, and action of bacteria, and in the absence of air, These dead remains of these tiny plants and animals were slowly converted into petroleum. They undergo some chemical reactions because of their existing high pressure, high temperature, and their existence some bacteria, and in the absence of air. In these all conditions, these dead remains of small plants and animals they convert slowly into petroleum. The petroleum thus formed got trapped between the layers of impervious rocks, forming oil deposit. So in this way, petroleum is formed. Did you get idea how it is bound petroleum? When the animals and plants present in the sea, when they die, slowly they reach the bottom of the sea. There, slowly they will be covered with mud and sand. Slowly, as time being processed, these dead animals and plants will be attracted by bacteria in the absence of air. And also there exists a very high pressure and temperature. At these conditions, these dead remains of plants and animals slowly they convert into petroleum. This petroleum so formed will be trapped between the layers of impervious rocks so that it forms oil deposit there. Okay, in that way, petroleum is formed. Now let us see here the pictorial representation of formation of petroleum. See here, these are sea animals and plants. When these die inside the sea, slowly they settle at the bottom of the sea. With the passage of time, they get compressed due to the layers of sand and clay deposited over them. What happens when these die? They reach the bottom of the sea. There, slowly they will be covered with mud and sand. So, after covering with the sand and mud, there exists a very high pressure and high temperature, and there is no air. In the absence of air, at these conditions, they will be attacked by bacteria, and slowly they will be converted into petroleum and natural gas. This petroleum so formed will be trapped between the impervious rocks and forms petroleum deposit. From there, we extract it. Now let us see here how this petroleum is extracted that we call extraction of petroleum. Petroleum is extracted from the reservoir usually found in seabeds and river basin by drilling through pipelines. Yes, mostly this petroleum is extracted from the reservoir usually found in the seabeds and river basin. How do they dig it? By drilling through pipelines. Such places where reservoir of petroleum are found and extracted out by drilling are known as oil wells. We have some in ONGC. There, what they do in the ocean, they dig wells by passing pipelines into that. They dig wells and they extract petroleum from there. So these places where this petroleum is found and extracted by drilling wells are known as oil well. Okay. The hole is drilled in the Earth's crust and when it reaches the rock cap. So what happens when you drill a hole through the Earth crust till the petroleum deposit? Then first the natural gas comes out with a great pressure because in the impervious rocks where petroleum is deposited there exists very high pressure. Along with the petroleum some gaseous components also they exist on the surface of petroleum, gaseous components like natural gas. So when you dig a hole till the petroleum deposit through the earth crust, when you send the pipes into that, then immediately natural gas comes out first with a great pressure. When the pressure of the gas subsides, then petroleum starts flowing out due to the pressure of the natural gas. Okay, in that way, after subsiding the natural gas, this petroleum starts coming out. In that way, petroleum is extracted from the petrol deposits which are existing under the layers of the earth. Okay, so petroleum so extracted is not in the pure form. As we told, petroleum is a mixture of so many organic compounds. This is containing so many components in it, like petroleum, diesel, kerosene, and not only these, some other impurities also will be there. Non-usable components like rocks, some other impurities, these all will dead remains. These all will be there in the petroleum. So first of all, they should be separated from it. That process is called refining of petroleum. So petroleum is a mixture of several hydrocarbons. It cannot be used directly as a fuel or a basic material to produce other useful components because it is a mixture of so many hydrocarbons. That is why it cannot be used directly for running vehicles or in the industries. So before using it, before putting this petroleum in use, it has to be purified or refined. The process of separating the various components of petroleum from one another is known as the refining of petroleum. What is it called? Refining of petroleum. The process of separating various components of petroleum from one another is known as refining of petroleum. And the place where refining process of petroleum is done is called petroleum refinery. This is a place. In this way the setup will be in the petroleum refinery. They separate the components of petroleum first before using this petroleum in different purposes. This crude oil or petroleum is separated into respective components. The place where this petroleum is refined or separated into components is called petroleum refinery. See the how it is. So here the petroleum or crude oil is passed into this. Here into this tank this petroleum is sent and it is heated at very high temperature around 400 or 450 degrees Celsius temperature. This petroleum refinery or petrol refinery tank is heated so that the components of petroleum are separated. That technique by which it is separated is called fractional distillation. Let us see that here. So this is done by a process called fractional distillation, which is based on the fact that the different components of petroleum have distinctly different boiling points. Yes, we told that petroleum is passed into this refinery tank and it is heated at very high temperature. So here heat will be given, heat supply is given here. So the temperature at the bottom will be very high. As it moves up, the temperature is less here. You can see the temperature measurements given here. So what happens now? The petroleum sent at the bottom will be started heating. And as we told, this petroleum is not a single component. It contains so many hydrocarbons or organic compounds, which will be having different boiling points. And the component which is having very low boiling point immediately reaches the top of this container, top of this tank, and will escape through the first outlet at the top. And the components which are having greater boiling points, they will be separated from the outlets at the bottom. So as per the boiling point of that component, it will be separated at different outlets. If it is having very low boiling point, immediately it converts into gaseous form and reaches the top of the refinery, and there it will be collected through the outlet. And the component which is having greater boiling point will be at the bottom itself, and it is collected through the outlets given at the bottom. In this way the components are separated. So there the technique used for the separation of components of petroleum is fractional distillation. What does it mean, fractional distillation? Separation of two or more miscible liquids which are having different boiling points by heating the mixture at such a particular temperature is called fractional distillation. So by this process the components of petroleum are separated. By the fractional distillation of petroleum, we get petrol, diesel, lubricating oil, wax, paraffin, bitumen, kerosene, etc. These all are the products obtained from the petroleum. So these compounds which are obtained from the petroleum, the components which are derived from the petroleum are called petrochemicals. I think you heard this word, petrochemicals. Petrochemicals means the chemical substances which are derived from the petroleum. What are the components which derived from petroleum? The components like petrol, diesel, kerosene, bitumen, paraffin. These all are the components derived from petroleum and hence they are called petrochemicals. Okay. Now let us see here the petrochemicals and their usage. Petrol is one of the product obtained from petroleum. Where we use this petrol? Mostly this petrol is used as vehicle fuel, isn't it? In our vehicles, mostly petrol is used as fuel. And in aviation also they use this petrol. And mostly this petrol is also used as solvent for dry cleaning. Yes, what is the dry cleaning? Some special clothes are used cleaned by using petrol. There they won't use water. That's why that is called dry cleaning. So in dry cleaning process for the cleaning of clothes they use petrol. Mostly this is used as fuel in motor vehicles and even aviation also. Next, one more product of petroleum is diesel. Where this diesel is used? This diesel is also used as a fuel in vehicles. Mostly in the heavy vehicles such as trucks, rail engines. There they use diesel as a fuel. Not only there, in small vehicles also such as jeeps, cars, they use this diesel as fuel. For jet aircrafts and small generators also they use this diesel as fuel. Next, one more product of petroleum is liquefied petroleum gas. In short form, we call this as LPG. Have you heard this word LPG? Yes, this abbreviation is liquefied petroleum gas. Where it is used? This LPG is used as fuel in household cylinders. Yes, the cylinders which our mothers they use in the homes for cooking food items. Those cylinders contain one of the petroleum product called liquefied petroleum gas. It is called LPG. So in that way it is used. And even in some vehicles also they use these LPG cylinders instead of petrol or diesel. Nowadays some vehicle they are using for their running these LPG cylinders or CNG cylinders, isn't it? Yes, in that way this LPG is used as a household fuel and as well as in vehicles also this LPG is used. Next, one more product, kerosene. Where it is used? It is used as fuel for stoves. In jet aircrafts also they use kerosene and even in the earlier days they use this kerosene mostly for lamps. For lighting purpose they use this. Next, lubricating oil. It is used as lubricants mainly in machinery and engines. Lubricating oil is used in engines for lubricating the machinery parts. Next, paraffin wax used in the manufacturing of ointments, candles, and even in cosmetics also they use this paraffin wax. This paraffin wax also derived from petroleum only. One more product, bitumen. This bitumen is used in making of paints and roads. In the earlier days, they covered roads with coal tar, but nowadays road construction is being done with this bitumen, one of the products of petroleum. Okay, not only in the road constructions, they use this bitumen in paints also. So these are the major products of petroleum and their usage. What are the environment effects by using this petroleum? Adding to the urgency of finding alternatives to the petroleum and other fossil fuels, another problem is the problem of global warming. Yes, petroleum combustion releases carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas, into the atmosphere, and most atmospheric scientists believe that rising levels of greenhouse gases are driving the climate changes. Yes, what are greenhouse gases? The gases which are trapping the sun heat produced from the sun and keeps our earth warm are called greenhouse gases. The gases like carbon dioxide, methane, water vapor, these are called greenhouse gases. These are in the atmosphere. So when sunlight comes and falling on the sun, earth, these will trap that heat produced by the sun. They won't release it out. And hence, earth will be warm enough. That is actually good. But what is happening as we are using more and more fuels, more and more these petroleum products, when these burnt, they produce carbon dioxide gas in the atmosphere. So more amount of carbon dioxide is being produced into atmosphere. What happens then? It traps more heat energy from the sun. So earth becomes warm and warm. It becomes hot. That is called greenhouse effect and global warming. Global warming is dangerous. So as there are changes in the greenhouse effect, climatic changes also occur. These changes could cause numerous environmental problems. Yes, even there is 1 degree temperature change in the atmosphere. It causes environmental problems, including disrupted weather patterns and polar ice cap melting. These all will occur as there is a change in the greenhouse effect. Disrupted weather pattern could lead to extensive drought and desertification. So disruptive weather conditions means there will be no rainfall, there will be temperature very hot. So what happens then? As there is no rain, there is no water sufficient. Then it occurs drought and desertification also occurs. Many plants will die. Forests will be desertificated. No plants. Desert will be formed. Along with that, polar ice cap melting could cause flooding and profound changes in ocean circulation. So as temperatures increases, what happens? Polar ice cap starts melting rapidly. This causes flow of more water and causes floods. Not only floods, this overall water will reach the oceans and the level of oceans increases and it changes the ocean circulation. So there are the bad effects of usage of more petroleum products. They should be used in the limited quantity only. Okay. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our YouTube channel AIMS Today and visit our website aimstoday.in for latest updates and recorded videos.